The thing that I learned the most, whether you're an investor or you're an entrepreneur, that you have to think differently in order to be successful. There are three broad categories of things that people bring with them that we look at: values, abilities, and skills. Values are like, what are you working for? What is the thing that excites you? What's your passion, and what is your goal? Abilities are those natural abilities. Some people are creative, some people are reliable, some people can do math, some people can do art. Those are the abilities. And skills are the things that you learn. You learn to program, you learn to speak a language, those kinds of things. I think that most companies hire mostly for skills. I think that's the least important thing. I think the most important thing is the values. What are we going to be like together? So to describe Bridgewater and what I think is a great path to success is I wanted an idea meritocracy in which the goals were to have meaningful work and meaningful relationships, and to get there through radical truthfulness, meaning we'll talk about anything, bring your ideas on the table, well, let's knock them around, and radical transparency, meaning everybody can pretty much see everything so that there's no spin and it's not hidden. That was my magic formula for success.
When you're trying to become successful, one of the greatest things that you can do is invest your money and try to grow your wealth and make your money work for you. And that's the quickest and fastest way to become successful in the financial realm. As long as your money is making you money, that's what you're doing good. That's when you're doing the best thing that you possibly can. When you're asleep and your money's making more money for you, you're not having to do anything. It's all about that passive income is what it's all about.
Pain plus reflection equals progress. And what I mean by that is every time they take a pain, they're experiencing that pain. That's an amygdala emotional reaction. If they can then come out of that pain and then look at it objectively, what is it? Pain is a signaling device. And so if you can look at that, there's a lesson, because you can do something, because another one of those is going to come along many, 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 many times in your life. And if you can come out of that one painful experience and learn a lesson that'll help you in the next time, that will be terrific. And what happens in meditation, there are two things I'd say pertaining to meditation. Meditation will help to reduce the pain of that moment and help to increase the reflection. And the other thing about it is, I think that most people think that the way that they're going to make the most progress is in their conscious mind. In other words, put as much into your conscious mind as possible and have your conscious mind work as hard as it possibly can in order to achieve the goal, and that'll be effective.
When I was 12, I caddied. So I'm an investor. For those that don't know, I run Bridgewater Associates, which is the largest hedge fund in the world. I started in 1975, but I started trading markets when I was 12. I walk talk, it was the 60s. This was when the stock market was hot, and we would talk about stocks, and I would earn $6 a bag, carry 2 bags, $12. Whenever I would get like $50 or more, then I would buy stocks. And the first stock I bought was the only stock that I ever heard of. Here's my criteria. The only stock I ever heard of that's selling for less than $5 a share. And the reason I bought it was I figured I could buy more shares, so if it went up, I would make more money. What an investment strategy, right? What happened was the company was about to go bankrupt. Somebody took it along, acquired it. It tripled, and so I was hooked. I think that basically life exists in 3 phases. You start off, phase 1 is you're dependent on others and you're learning. Phase 2 is that you're working and others become dependent on you and you're trying to be successful. And then you get later in stage 2, and the number one goal that you want more than anything else is to help people be successful without you. Then you can go to stage 3, which is, you're sort of free of obligations and so on. And what I did over a period of time, whenever I would encounter a situation and make decisions, I would write down the criteria for making decisions. So my number one objective is to tell you that you need to have your own principles. I'll explain some things. Whenever you're in a situation, and if you take the time after that situation and you write down your criteria for making decisions, then you will have that for the next time that thing comes along.
So thank you all so much for watching this video. If you haven't already, please go ahead and like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and let us know what you thought down in the comment section below.